Today we discuss Adani Enterprises FPO. The idea is to just share ki what are the different way of looking at an opportunity. And again, this is just for education purpose and discussion, and not an advisory to invest or not invest. So first, quickly, the details of the IPO. So this is a 20,000 crore IPO opening on 27th of Jan 2023 up to 31st of Jan. 25th is the anchor book. So 25th, more or less price discovery will happen. The band is 3112 to 3276. So 25th price will be discovered. What is the price at which IPO will come for all practical purpose? Because the anchor book price is typically the price at which the anchor book as institutional investors who put money into the equity, they into the issue. The issue total is 20,000 crore. But right now it is raising only 10,000 crore. How it is raising only 10,000 crore? I'll explain. There is retail discount of 64 rupees per share, and quota is 50% QIB, 15% HNIs, and 35% retail. So why the right now 10,000 crore? Because they are taking 50% money only. So practically they will raise 10,000 crore right now. 10,000 crore they will call in one or more installment in future. They have not given those dates. On what date they will be calling the balanced money. Okay, clear so far? So how is Adani? Yeah, Kamal, आप muted है.
Sorry, I was on mute. Sorry, this is okay. I have not checked that on site or anything. So, basic query. This is the first tranche which they are seeking right now.
Yeah, first tranche they are seeking. They are not given for second tranche. One or more tranche they will raise remaining amount. They have not given the dates.
अच्छा, तो मेरे पास फिर basically after this partly paid shares होंगे इसके.
आपके partly paid up shares होंगे इसके.
Sorry.
So just for information of all of us to be on page, shares are of two types. Typically, all companies are issuing fully paid up shares. 10 rupees, if the share price is 10 rupees, they collect 10 rupees upfront. Rarely an issuance come where the shares are partly paid up. And the HNIs and institution has high interest in partly paid up shares. Why they have very high interest in partly paid up shares, I'll explain in some time. There are hardly 4 5 partly paid up shares listed right now. So they are delight for the HNIs and traders. So how is this company doing? Let us see that. So as most of us would know, Adani Enterprises is the holding company as well as operating company of the Adani Group. Holding company is a company which holds shares of multiple companies in the group. So this company cannot be evaluated just by the standard metrics of return on equity, capital employed. These are very low for this company because the say this company has investment in 5 6 other group companies. So those values are also assigned are into the valuations of Adani Enterprises. If we see the performance of Adani Enterprises, stock performance of Adani Enterprises, or rather Adani Group, all of us know who tracks market that Adani Group के stocks are market darling and they keep on rising. They hardly fall. If you see Adani Enterprises stock performance, this is on daily chart. So the issue price is 3100 to 3260. So which is around this stock was trading in October at this price. And if you see the stock performance, this is almost going up. But past performance is no guarantee of future performance. Future में price गिर भी सकता है. So as an investor, what call we have to take? First, we have to decide whether we want to apply in this IPO. One way is we decide हमें issue अच्छा लग रहा है, खराब लग रहा है. Market price 3450 60. Current issuance at 31 33 to 3260 or something, and 64 is discount. I'm getting shares at a price cheaper than market price. Is it worth buying this stock? This is the fundamental and all those. So that's a simple call to take. पैसे लगाने नहीं लगाने वो कॉल ले सकते हैं. If you personally ask me, I will not. As a retail investor, I will not put my personal money into the stock because it's a holding company and the stock has run up a lot. Personally, my advice is, but Adani is one of the fastest growing group in India. If you are in equity market, you should have some exposure to Adani stocks. You may want to have some exposure to Adani stocks. Personally, I don't want to invest because I invest only in cash flow based companies with some dividend yield. My personally, I invest there only. But this is no recommendation to buy or sell. It is just what I will personally do. So there are a couple of interesting opportunities in this stock if you combine future and options in this stock. So if you see the price of Adani right now, this is Adani Enterprises Friday closing 34.56. If you see Adani Enterprises February future closing is 3445. If you see Adani Enterprises March future closing is 3452. So say I can create arbitrage in this stock. So assuming that 3444 3445, I sell this stock. Let me open Excel sheet. So 3445 is the fair future of Adani. And what is the higher band price? What is the price? 3113, right? Or something like that. Can somebody confirm what is the price? Price band? Let me find out. Price band is 31122 3276. 31122 3276. 31122 3276. And 64 is the retail discount. Okay. After adjusting for retail discount, we get a band of minus 64, this minus 64. Now, future lot size is 250 share. You can sell or buy in multiple of 250. So, assuming there can be two assumptions, or we can take average price of this. So, let's take this divided by 2. Exact price we will get on 25th. So, 3130 is, say, the price for the sake of our calculation of the FPO. What I can do is I can sell 344. Some more information before we go here. So these shares will be allotted by 7 and listing will happen on 8. So these shares are available for trading on 8. Now let's move forward. So this February future expire on 23rd Feb. Okay. So say you sell 250 shares at 3445 and you buy 250 shares in cash in FPO at 3130. Okay. So this is your buy, 7,28,000. This is your sell, 2 lakh, 8 lakh. This is your profit. Why this is your profit? 78,000 rupees. You make the money. You earn 78,000 rupees. How much you have to invest? 7 lakh 28,000 plus roughly 2.5 lakh rupees margin to sell the future. 10 lakh 32,000. You make this 78,000 on 10 lakh 32,000, 7 and about 7% return in about say 27th you invest in 15 20 days you exit the trade, unwind the trade, you earn 7.5%. So any question on this, then I'll explain what are the gaps, loophole, what can go wrong in this trade. So how you're locking 7.5% profit is, so if you have sold the future, say 3450, you have sold the future and the stock closes at 2900 after the listing. So you make money from 3500, say 3500 sake of it. 3500 minus 2900, 600 rupees you earn Whereas they say you get allotment at 3,200. 3,200 minus 2,900, 300 rupees you lose. So net you make 300. So your profit, you have locked your profit at this amount. Before brokerage and transaction cost, which is not much. You have locked your profit here, irrespective of the stock price movement. So I am not taking any view on the stock price, how the Adani stock will perform after listing. I am just taking I am locking my profit right now. तो ट्रेड तो मस्त है, हर आदमी को लेना चाहिए, जितने पैसे सब डाल दें तो एज गुड एज बैंक डिपॉजिट. What can do go wrong in this trade? IPO gets, yeah, Kamal.
No, I mean, I believe we earlier said it's a partly paid shares, no? So,
Participate से.
so this will not be same. I mean, how even if I because the future rates and all which you quoted are full,
Uh-huh.
being fully paid shares, huh?
Uh-huh.
So ultimately, I'll end up with some partly paid shares in my hand.
Yeah, so it's very interesting, huh? So say you have applied for partly paid up shares. So say you have got, say, just round it off to 3,100 rupees or 3,200 rupees. So you are paying right now 1,600 rupees. है ना? But when the price moves, so say Adani stocks moves by say 10 rupees, this stock will move by multiplied by 2. Since the underlying notional, the price movement of partly paid up share to some extent is linked to fully paid up shares or fully linked to fully paid up shares. So it doesn't matter that you have paid half money for it, but for every change in 1 rupee in Adani Enterprises, the partly paid up will move by double or more. That is why it is delight of traders.
Sorry, राजेश थोड़ा इसको explain करेंगे.
See, अगर आपने 3,200 का अगर प्राइस है 3,200 Adani Enterprises trading and you have got it at 1,600 rupees. So when this 1,600 partly paid up shares get listed on the exchange, the price movement will not be half. It's not will be half. Since it's a 1,600 rupees instead of 3,200 rupees, the price will not move by 50% for 1,600 rupees stock. It will move for the entire underlying of 3,200.
So percentage wise it will be double, assuming half है, but absolute amount तो same रहेगा ना. आपने 10 का 20 कैसे किया? वो I'm missing on that.
हाँ. So
I presume you're saying 10 rupees, not 10%.
no. So if 10 rupees is the movement in the stock price of Adani Enterprises,
हाँ जी. 3200
partly paid
से
up will
3210 हो गया.
partly paid up will move by 20 rupees. So if say Adani Enterprises is moving by 1%, the fully paid up share, partly paid up will move by 2%.
Percentage wise fine. Okay, I thought this was absolute number you were saying.
Absolute number also. So percentage and absolute number, the treatment remains same. So say let's take here. So 3,000 rupees, 1% movement, say. And this is partly paid up fully. So it will move by 2%. It will not move by 1%. So if fully paid up is moving by 1%, partly paid up will move by 2% because the underlying notional is same. Am I clear? Not clear?
Yeah, I need to think it through.
So if you do one thing, Tata Steel had partly paid up shares, Reliance
Yeah,
also had partly paid up shares. See their price movement.
I'll just say that.
Partly paid up shares are leveraged products by nature. So the price of partly paid up will move almost in alignment with the fully paid up. So that is why these shares become more volatile, partly paid up shares. So it will capture the just to put in simple, it will capture the entire movement of fully paid up shares. So there will be no financial loss between partly paid up share and fully paid up share. If there is any difference, the people will arbitrage and take away that difference. It can be there for 10, 15, 20 minutes, half an hour. But after that, the professionals will come and take away the arbitrage. They will leave the arbitrage to the extent of fixed deposit interest rate, which is 6, 7% on the remaining money to be called. Because 15, I have to pay remaining
Okay.
50% on the partly paid up share. So the arbitrage will remain to the extent of interest rate on remaining 1600. Otherwise, the entire arbitrage will be taken away by the market. So there will be no arbitrage left. So ऐसा एक बार मान लेते हैं कि the prices will move. This is how it will move. So what can go wrong in this trade? Any guess? One is the price movement. I'm telling it will not. So we can do more research on that, or
I,
maybe end of the session we can do that. What else can go wrong in this trade? You don't get the shares in the FPO. You have sold in the future and you don't get shares in FPO. That's the biggest risk, or that is the only risk in this trade. For that, we have to wait till 30th. And Adani stock, nobody should short in the market unless you don't have the stock. One is a recipe for suicide. So what we have to do is we have to wait till 30th. 31st, the issuance closes. 30th, we have to take an informed guess. And we should apply for slightly more quantity. Maybe say if we are selling 250 shares, we should see that we get about 300 shares just for the sake of acute precaution. This is one. First trade is you simply buy FPO in FPO and do nothing, sell in the market. Second is you sell in the future and buy in cash. Sell in future and buy in FPO. Most likely you'll take second trade. Why I was saying that the 50% partly paid up shares are delight for traders. I'll show you some examples. What happens in case of if share is not fully paid up, how to make money. So partly paid up shares are this is slightly advanced concept. कहीं issue हो तो मुझे बताना. So partly paid up shares are like buying an option. You see the stock price moved by 0.2% and the underlying options price are moving by 10%, 20%, 15%, right? They are not moving in line with the underlying price movement. So partly paid up share is like a leveraged product. So the movement in the partly paid up price will be far more than the underlying price. So say if I have bought partly paid, instead of buying fully paid up share, I'll always buy partly paid up share if they are available to me in the market. A professional trader will not buy fully paid up share. He will always buy partly paid up share because for the remaining amount, he is only paying bank FD interest. And if there is a movement in the stock price, he gains double of what he has invested, what he will gain by investing in the fully paid up share. Is it clear? Slightly थोड़ा सा complex है, but is it clear that आपने leverage एक product ले लिया है? Instead of buying Adani at 3200, you bought it at 1600 for the same notional. आपका notional same है, आपको पूरा gain. So Adani Enterprises, मैं मानता हूँ कि Adani Enterprise bullish है. I buy stock only when I'm bullish on it. So if I'll make 10% on Adani Enterprises, I'll make 20% uh, on Adani Enterprises partly paid up share. I will never buy a fully paid up share ever till partly paid up shares are available in Adani Enterprises, and I want to buy Adani Enterprises. So typically, partly paid up shares trade at premium to fully paid up shares. तो अगर आप उसको पूरा ग्रॉस अप करेंगे तो थोड़ा प्रीमियम चलता है. तो व्हाई विल आई बाय इफ आई एम गेटिंग इन आईपीओ आई विल बाय फॉर पार्टली पेड अप इफ आई हैव फुल्ली पेड अप आई विल सेल दोस शेयर्स एंड टेक पोजीशन इन पार्टली पेड अप शेयर्स. So in this strategy of future and cash, I want to lock my gain. पर मैं ये भी बोल सकता हूँ भाई मैं तो पूरी अपसाइड में पार्टिसिपेट करना चाहता हूँ. आई ओनली डोंट वांट टू लूज मनी. इज इट पॉसिबल? यस इट इज पॉसिबल. वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. I don't want to lose money, but I want to participate in the entire upside. Is it possible? Yes. In Adani Enterprise, it's possible because you are getting 64 rupees discount. तो इसको थोड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग बनाते हैं. See, this is the February option of Adani Enterprises, right? Adani Enterprise 3200 put option is available at 44 rupees. What does it mean? If Adani Enterprises closes below 3200, sorry, क्या हुआ? Sorry. 1 second. So if Adani Enterprises closes below 3200 rupees, market will compensate me for my entire loss. If I pay market 44 rupees today. तो मैंने 3200 का पुट ऑप्शन अगर खरीद लिया है अदानी इंटरप्राइजेस का, 3200 रुपए का नीचे का लॉस मुझे मार्केट प्रोटेक्ट कर रहा है. और आईपीओ में मुझे शेयर कितने में मिल रहा है? 3120, 3130 में मिल रहा है ना? अभी मार्केट इस इफ आईपीओ इज कमिंग एट 3200, तो आपका ये प्रीमियम थोड़ा और कम हो जाएगा बाय द टाइम यू गो टू अप्लाई फॉर दिस आईपीओ। तो मुझे 64 रुपीज का रिटेल डिस्काउंट मिल रहा है, राइट? I'll apply for multiple accounts so that I get 250 shares, and I will buy one option. What will happen on the day of listing? That is to trade above 3200 or below 3200. आपका पूरा नीचे का लॉस प्रोटेक्टेड है, बिकॉज आपने एक ऑप्शन खरीद लिया, इंश्योरेंस खरीद लिया 3200 रुपीज का। ऊपर जो भी गेन है वो आपका इन द मंथ ऑफ फरवरी। सो यू बाय एट द प्राइस ऑफ what you are losing. You are giving up your retail discount, 64 rupees, part of retail discount, and you're buying almost at the price of a institutional trader, and you are zero loss. You will not, cannot, impossible for you to lose money this trade. Interesting है ना ये? I hope समझ में आया है किसी को,
Yes, Rajesh, understood.
है ना? This is one trade. More possibilities in Adani Enterprises. Let me share. Where you will not, there is no scope for you to lose money. Let me share. So this is Adani Enterprises spot 3456. Typically, the shares trade in premium. Future price is higher than spot price, but since FPO is coming, its future price is lower. Adani February future is 3445. Adani March future is 3452. By the time this issuance happens, this gap will increase, should increase to 30-40 rupees between Adani Enterprises, February, March. It's not that market is leaving free money. Market is factoring in the interest rate, because what will happen? Many people will sell in February future and apply in FPO. So there will be pressure on future prices, and market will also factor in the interest rate of 0.5%, 1%. तो आप ये करें कि से अगर लेट्स अज्यूम वी आर सेटिंग ऑन से 30th of Jan एंड से दिस इज ट्रेडिंग अराउंड 3420, ये आर्बिट्राज थर्सडे को अवेलेबल था 3420, दिस इज ट्रेडिंग एट 3452। यू बाय फरवरी सेल मार्च, यू बाय फरवरी सेल मार्च, यू विल थर्सडे को इस ट्रेड में आपको अराउंड 0.9% मिल रहे थे फॉर एंड यू विल अनवाइंड द ट्रेड इन 10 to 15 days. So the moment you get a 30-40 rupees delta between February and March price, you buy February, sell March. This delta will go by the end of February. ये delta सब correct हो जाएगा once the issuance is over. This is also a trade possible in Adani. So this is all from me. And such trade keeps on coming. जैसे like Adani Enterprise when they bought Ambuja Cement, and the open offer at 385. And only 24% shares were available in market, and 26% का open offer था, 100% acceptance थी. So I very aggressively sold 380, 385 put, because the stock, I can take delivery of the entire stock from the market and give it to Adani at 385. So such opportunities keep on coming. But let's think back to Adani Enterprise trade. Any question on this? So first is you simply apply like a detail in the IPO. Second is you sell in future, buy in cash. Third is I want to ride the entire upside. I buy the put option of Adani and sell the and apply in FPO. I let go of my retail discount. Fourth is I simply trade between one calendar of two different calendars of Adani Enterprises. And if there are more trades possible, please let me know, because there are many more trades which can happen in the combination of cash and future and option in Adani. But yeah, these four are the most preferred trade according.
So Rajesh, in the last one, that buying February and selling March, so basically we should unwind by the end of February, or otherwise you will be
You have
standing
to
naked
unwind.
on.
You have to unwind. You have to necessarily unwind.
Unwind both
You may
together.
unwind before. You may be able to unwind before Fab end.
Okay.
है ना? Because the moment एक बार ये प्रेशर खत्म हो जाएगा ना एफपीओ का, so it will see what will happen that there is a premium of about the risk free return premium is always there, mostly there, always नहीं बोलूंगा, रिस्क फ्री रिटर्न. सो जो भी रिस्क फ्री रिटर्न आपका से 7% का जीसेक है 10 ईयर, और आपका जो ओवरनाइट जो रेपो रेट चल रही होती है, टिपिकली वो इंटरेस्ट तो बिल्ट इन होता ही है इन 1 मंथ टू अनदर मंथ. अभी वो इंटरेस्ट बिल्ट इन नहीं है. द मोमेंट दिस एफपीओ इज ओवर, दैट इंटरेस्ट विल कम बैक. तो आपको जो 30-40 रुपए का नेगेटिव है, दैट विल बिकम 40 रुपीज पॉजिटिव. तो आपको तो 40 रुपए वही मिल जाएंगे आपको 30-40. एनीथिंग एल्स? थोड़ा सा टेक्निकल था क्वेश्चन ना, बट हाँ, आई डोंट नो, आई वाज एबल टू एक्सप्लेन.
और इसमें I mean how to assess on the chances of getting that allotment, because like in the second one which we said that we are kind of getting an allotment in FPO and then selling future, or in the third thing also we did that way. So how to assess on that piece basically?
So NSE says
That-
so the real time subscription status
Mhm.
of both BSE and NSE. So typically Monday 3 PM तक आपको एक गेस आ जाता है कि किधर जा रहा है आईपीओ. रिटेल का टिपिकली माय पर्सनल असेसमेंट इज सिंस इट्स 3100 3200 रुपीस स्टॉक प्राइस, रिटेल डोंट लाइक सच हाई प्राइस शेयर्स. उसको 3200 to 3000 का स्टॉक समझ में नहीं आता, और इशुएंस इज 20,000 crore. So
Okay.
it's a deadly combination where the interest will be low. बट
Mhm.
क्यूआईबी का स्पेशली एचएनआई का इंटरेस्ट बहुत जबरदस्त होगा इसमें. वो ऐसा नहीं है कि ये ट्रेड मैं ही अकेला हूँ जो डिस्कवर कर रहा है. देयर विल बी
हाँ,
people. So what they will do, they will sell it. So they will everybody will wait कि क्या क्या लेवल का सब्सक्रिप्शन आ रहा है, and they will like to sell in the market because ये तो फ्री का पैसा है ना, मार्केट में बेच के आईपीओ में लेना चाहेंगे सब. तो वो एक मुझे लग रहा है कि एचएनआई तो ये 100% सब्सक्राइब हो जाएगा, ज्यादा ही हो जाएगा, ओवर सब्सक्राइब होगा. डिटेल देखना होगा कितना उसमें अंडर सब्सक्रिप्शन है. स्पेशली क्या है कि ये इतना ब्यूटीफुल इसका टाइम है. एवरी ट्रेडर, मोस्ट ऑफ द ट्रेडर अनवाइंड देयर पोजीशन बिफोर द बजट. तो सबके पास पैसे खाली हो गए, दे उसको 7-8 दिन के लिए डिप्लॉय हो जाएगा पैसा. इट्स अ ब्यूटीफुल अपॉर्चुनिटी टू डिप्लॉय फॉर दैट.